Ben, tell us about this group this year of football players at Carpinteria High.
Well, we have a really outstanding group of seniors. A lot of guys that got a lot of play experience last year. I'd say that's our strength, really, is that we have experience. We return 7 starters on offense and 8 on defense. Guys who started different times through the year, so we have a lot of really fine experience.
That helps. I know last year you ended the season on a really high note. Do you see that carrying over to the season now? Absolutely.
Yeah, we felt very encouraged by how we played at the end of last year, and I think our guys also got some resolve out of it that they weren't going to let it take that long to get started this year. They showed themselves last year that they could get this thing done, and so our work ethic and all that kind of stuff was a lot better this last spring and it was the previous year, and I think these guys are a lot more determined than they were a year ago to come out and play well.
Yeah, determined to get back to the playoffs too, right?
Absolutely. That's certainly one of our goals, and from that standpoint, our league, looks very promising. That there's an opportunity there anyway because of the change in our league structure and that kind of stuff. Oaks Christian being out and that kind of thing. It really just opens our whole league perspective and also the whole perspective of the division in terms of who's going to win in the playoffs.
You talked about leadership. I know on the offensive side, usually comes with the quarterback position. Who do you got there at quarterback?
We return Paul Aguilar. Everybody else knows him as Munchie, so people wonder who I'm talking about when I say Paul. But Paul Aguilar is back, and he did a fine job for us last year, and we're just looking for great things again from him this year.
Now, any changes in terms of the offense? You still run the veer offense?
Yeah, we'll be running the option. Again, our fullback and our tailback are both back. So both of our starting wide receivers are back. Most of our offensive line. So we're in good shape. We have some good guys coming up from the JV. They're going to be able to fill in our spots on the offensive line.
Who are those running backs? What are their names?
We have Alex Rodriguez. One of our Alex Rodriguez's. We have 2 Alex Rodriguez's on the team. So we refer to him as number 2 because he's the younger guy. And so Alex Rodriguez, number 2, and then Jovan Signs is back at the fullback spot.
Okay.
So we look good there, and also some of the kids coming up are doing a good job for us as well. So that looks good on the offensive side. We return Messiah Ayala and Jordan Robinson as starting wide receivers, and then Andrew Sova, both of the Craddock, Skill, and Wyatt on the offensive line, as well as Brian Schneider, who was also a starter at the end of last year on the offensive line for us. So, like I say, we have a lot of experience there.
Yeah, well, especially offensive line, that's got to help you a ton.
Right, and that's we have more offensive linemen, right now, the offensive defensive linemen than we have in any other spots. So we're kind of rich right there right now, and that's good. Like you say, that's a good thing.
Who spearheads the defense then?
Defensively, we return most of our linebackers. We just lost one. Nick Raza is the only graduating linebacker, so the 4 guys who started for us last year, 3 of them are all back, plus the addition of the return of Joseph Riquez as a linebacker. He's going to be a fine player for us also. So we look pretty sound at the linebacker spots, and then some of the guys that were on the offensive line play for us at defensive line, as well as Edwin Ruiz is back as a senior this year, played some defensive line for us last year. Andrew Silva's defensive end. Again, some of the guys that we're playing on as our receivers, wide receivers, also play as a safety and corners. So some of that overlap with the returners are the same guys that play on both sides. But we feel real good about our experience and about some of the guys that are playing. Defensively, though, we do have some changes. One of the things that we looked at after last year, Coach Latham and I talked a lot as a staff. We'd like to get some more pressure. Try to find some ways. We've been pretty much a bend don't break defense for a long time. We're reading zone drop defense and try to make people earn every yard, but we're going to make people work, try not to give up big plays, but we felt like we really needed to be able to apply some pressure, so we've been looking for that answer, and over the summer, one of the things that's happened for us, we're very fortunate, Rick Candell who's been the head football coach at Claremont College for the last 20-some years, decided he was going to retire, and he got a hold of us. He's going to be moving up this area. Said he'd like to come work with us, and
wow,
he coached with us back in 1992.
Yeah,
and we had a great time, a great season, and so we're looking forward to that. He's got a tremendous amount of energy, tremendous amount of knowledge. Last time he coached with us for a year. We learned so much football, and so this year it's the same thing. So he's bringing the pressure package, and he's going to coordinate the defense for us. And so we're after that.
Cool. Now this school has always been noted for special teams. We had Jeremy Stein who could, boot the ball 60, 70 yards. We got going to have that again this year?
I don't know that we have the punter that's going to go that far. We do return our kicker as one of the guys that's back this year, and so we're going to look. He's gotten big. We also have a couple new guys that kick pretty well, so we're hoping we'll develop a punter. But it looks like we'll be able to kick the ball down the field pretty well on kickoffs, punts, or PAT field goal. We should be pretty sound.
Well, it sounds like you got a lot to look forward to this year, Carpinteria.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. There's been great enthusiasm from our guys, and I think from a character standpoint, work ethic standpoint, we worked through some things in the spring, and I think we've turned a corner there, and that's going to pay off for us. Hopefully, it'll pay off for us as we get together and really put things together for this fall.
All right, great. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Well, Munch, last year you guys ended the year with 2 wins. Good into the year. Are you guys carrying that over into the new season?
Yeah, we're going to try to carry it over as best as we can. Practicing the last 3 days been super good. The intensity's been really up, We're going to try to bring it this year.
How does it feel to have a lot of guys you played with last year back this year, that experience factor? How much does that mean?
It means a lot. We all been together since freshman year, most of us, and we all know what we're doing. We all know each other's speeds, what we do best, and last year we had Jacob Franco did really good, linebacker. He's 10 times better this year, 10 times stronger. He's going to bring it 10 times harder like everybody else is this year.
Anything different with the offense this year? Pretty much the same, just like it's always been.
Yeah, it's been the same since freshman year again, always with Coach Gonzalez. He likes the veer. Switch it up a little bit, running different kind of formations this year, but it should all be the same basically.
What kind of team goals have you guys set for this season?
Win. Practice hard and win. Practice like we play.
All right, great.
How much of a is it kind of a weight off your shoulders just to know that Oaks Christian isn't looming out there, that you just don't have to deal with that this year?
It's kind of a little weight off our shoulders, but we can compete with anybody, I think, basically. So whoever out there we're going to play against and come out hopefully with a win.